Dream, a meditation on life and death. Written and narrated by Jim Willis. Music by Ajit Padmanabh. Produced by Jan Willis. A production of JW2 Publications. I live near the banks of the Savannah River and have sailed its waters and bicycled along its banks for more than a decade now. In truth, I've come to identify with it, its vibrant youth, high in the Appalachians, its bouts with human-induced pollution, its constant battle to remain aloof from the ravages of civilization, its placid middle age, and resolute defiance of its inevitable end in the vast sea that claims us all. It all finds resonance with something deep within me. Indeed, I now believe that the time is coming when the river and I will merge in metaphor, if not in life, and ultimately travel the final distance together, because we are connected in a profound spiritual way. But in the Savannah's last dash to the sea, cruel men are plotting to take her over. Even as I write these words, there's talk of dredging her out in order to drain every last vestige of energy from her. They want to allow bigger ships to enter her ways, bearing more stuff to line the coffers of already full bank accounts. The desire is for commerce instead of beauty, economics instead of dignity, sludge and drudge instead of a peaceful, quiet ride into the sunset. In the same way, I suppose, there could come a time when men will come and take me away from my channel, my beloved home in the woods, whisking me away to sterile environs filled with tubes and pills, while they dredge lucrative insurance pools, seeking to sap every last bit of energy from the end of my life, before finally letting me enter, in the words of the New Testament, that place not made with human hands, where I might hear a great voice saying, "Well done, good and faithful servant." The Savannah, having spent eons merging quietly with the great ocean, will most certainly not be allowed in this modern age to go gently into that good night, as Dylan Thomas so eloquently put it. If the American way of death finds me unprepared, it could very well happen to me as well. Oh, I've tried my best to ensure against that fate, but I've been a minister too long and have seen too much to feel totally secure in my intentions. No, I have quite another dream. What if the river and I could, at the end, really find wedded bliss? What if she could lift me up in her soft embrace and carry me gently over those final shoals, crossing the bar into the great and peaceful sea that awaits all living things? Perhaps a last glimpse of a glorious sunset, and a greeting from our cousins, the dolphins, who will lead the way through warm oceans, and then only rippling waves on a moonlit surface. Who can tell where river ends and sea begins? Is there indeed a line of demarcation marking the final destination? Oh, there will come a time, of course, when the energy that has invested both river and me with life will reincarnate itself again. On a warm night of rain and soft wind, that energy, that life, will be lifted up into the heavens and carried over a new landscape, struggling to find its way in a strange land where nothing is ever permanent. Continents will rise and fall. Mountain ranges will spill out over valleys and plains. Forests and rocks will play out their endless pageant. And we will begin the dance again. Softly we will set off on our next journey, refreshing each other, delighting in each other's company, and encouraging all we encounter along the way to come and partake of our bounty. This is, after all, the eternal dance. We will carve out a new space in a new time. Perhaps by then, humankind will have learned a new dance for a new day, fulfilling our potential by rejoicing in what can be rather than what has been. Whatever else eternity holds, certainly the gift of potential is among its greatest treasures. If we can imagine it, its reality must be out there somewhere, just beyond our present grasp. All it takes is space and time. Oh, there are plenty of both in the cosmos. Sooner or later, we'll get there.